Well, you know what? My ex said, hey, have you ever thought about getting back together? And I'm like, have you ever had taken a shit and thought about shoving it back up your ass? Yeah, no. The answer is no.
Ice, what did you want to talk about?
Alrighty, I got a bunch of questions, so let's dive into them. First one's about fashion. So I noticed that you tend to wear black sneakers, black jeans, black shirts pretty much every single day. I myself, I only wear white shirts, blue jeans, and white sneakers every single day. Do you have a specific reason for that? Do you avoid brands?
So for me, it's only because of I think I look good in this. That's it. Like really, there's not a lot. Like I don't want to confuse it. I just found that there's just no decision I have to make. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's it. Just the simplicity of it is the only reason why I do that. And then I've tried. The other thing is when I first moved to Vegas, I had purple shirts, red shirts, white shirts, all these different type of shirts, and then I just eventually just like tried the black. I A/B tested the black shirts and they just worked better. And then I just stuck with it. And it just became something where I just found like really nice. By the way, I should have lint rolled this one. I found really nice black t-shirts that are cotton and I just started buying those like 30, 40 bucks. Sometimes they're like 60 bucks, whatever. I just bought as many of those as I could and that was it.
So what Michael does, similar to what I do as well, it's kind of a way to avoid decision fatigue. So, for example, Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs would do it. Some other people as well. It's one of the first decisions you make in the morning. So it kind of helps for business people, at least, to make better decisions throughout the rest of the day. So, for example, you're more likely to stay in prison the later in the day your parole hearing is. And the reason is because the parole board, if they're doing a few parole meetings in one day, they might feel like they let too many people go somewhere along the lines. And then towards the end, they're like, okay, no more, if that makes sense.
There are actually studies that show that people, they lose their ability to have self-control and self-discipline the later in the day. So you'll notice that people will get up in the morning, they'll go jog, they'll eat a healthy breakfast, they'll go to work. And then if they have the thing about it is you lose it's like a muscle that fatigues over the course of the day. So as the day goes on, you lose the ability to make decisions, right? So that's when the guys, like you had a stressful day at work and you guys see it on TV, guys goes to the fridge and he grabs a beer and pops the beer open and unbuttons his pants and he just sits there and just watches football. He's lost all self-control. His ability to continue to maintain high levels of self-control is gone because it's a muscle that it loses strength over time. Make sense? So that's essentially what self-control is. So for me, it's like, I don't want to make a decision on where I have to eat or what I have to wear. I want to use that decision-making power on other things. Got it? Does that make sense, Ice?
Yeah, beautiful.
Like I remember I was in Atlanta one time and there's this guy who's out with us. He had a red gator suit on. He had red gator shoes. His pants were red. His jacket was red gator, like leather, whatever. And I was like, that's a really cool suit. Actually, it wasn't. It looked stupid. But I was like, that's a really cool suit, but you can only wear it once. But that's not the same thing when you wear black t-shirt and black jeans. Cool.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so I do runway casting. So I did LA Fashion Week and cons, and I also did Hawaii Fashion Week. So for me, essentially for men, like I think it's really sexy if you're on point with fashion, even if you have a sweatshirt on or sweatpants, make sure they're the updated kind and throw on some like, nice Gucci shoes or like Pumas or something Nike that make it look fresh. You know what I mean? And why I was asking your question about, Michael wears black, and that's, I think, a very stylish trend. It's very easy to accommodate. You can go from like afternoon and shift into night without having to rush home or like, bring a girl home quick from one event, bang her out quick, and then throw on your black outfit again.
Bang her out quick. What in the world are we talking about?
But black is stylish. Look, Michael, you can throw on a blazer over it. You can do a jean jacket. You can, essentially, black is really stylish.
Well,
and as long as you're up to date with style, especially since it's fall and winter, it's a great color to throw into your wardrobe. And not only a crew neck, but like a low V-neck or a nice sweater. You could do tan, beige, white, or cream also for the holidays, or red. I think if you make your style fun, then you will gravitate good energy and gravitate towards good energy. And, you know, girls like that stuff. We like when you're fun. We like when you're upbeat and, you know, it's the holidays. Come on. Even if you're the Grinch, wear like write Grinch on your forehead or something, like make it fun.
So yeah, she's right about the black blazer. You can also do it too. But here's the reason why I actually wear so much black is because of this. So let me find a good photo where I'm like walking around. Here's an example. Okay. So I naturally, just because of my bone structure, have some big old fucking like Colombian like quads and hips. Just I'm built like a soccer player. And I have wide hips, and I have just naturally, with no working out whatsoever, I have really big calves, and I don't have big arms. If you look at the men in my family, we just don't. So because my arms are lighter colored than my black shirt, it makes my torso look smaller. My arms look bigger. And then because I wear the black jeans, it makes my lower legs, my legs look smaller too. Does that make sense? So for me personally, I feel like this makes me look more proportional. That's why I wear so much black.